And this is my audience. Okay, got that one. Floor, what's up? Here we go. Alright. The great Steven Spielberg. How many of you think there's more to a good movie than just actors? We are here to pay tribute to Steven Spielberg, winner of 3 Oscars and 11 Emmys. Here's a picture of him right here, receiving I think that's an Oscar. If you want to know why the movies you watch are so spectacular, then you should tune in. Steven Spielberg is inarguably the best director of the past half century, with top box office hits to prove it. Even before he was a superstar director, he started directing and producing at a young age. His background, Spielberg was always into movie making, and he got progressively better throughout his life. From an early age, he actually made an 8-minute film to get one of his merit badges for Boy Scouts, and he won. He was better. It was more creative than any of the other kids. At the age of 13, he still was into making films. He was really into World War II stuff, and he made a 40-minute World War II film, and it was actually featured in his local movie theater, and it made a profit of $1. They had a budget of $500, so they made about $501 selling tickets, which is pretty cool for a 13-year-old to make a movie like that. So I guess he started early. He always wanted to go to film school. That was always his dreams. So for college, he wanted to go to the famous USC, University of Southern California, but unfortunately, they did not accept him into their film school. So he was discouraged, but still determined to go to film school. So he then attended California State at Long Beach. I got this from the Biography Channel website. His awards, this is just a few list of his awards. He has won 3 Oscars, 11 Emmys, and 4 times Best Director. 3 of his films, Jaws, E.T., and Jurassic Park, were the highest gross box office hits of their time. So whenever they came out, they beat all the other movies that ever came out, the best-selling movies. So his 1982 E.T. movie beat Jaws, and then Jurassic Park 1993 beat E.T. and Jaws. He has accrued a net worth of $3.3 billion. He has won 126 awards from 231 nominations. I got this from the Forbes website. Spielberg got his earliest notary success from producing the hit movie Jaws. Jaws, the movie about swimmers getting eaten up by a shark, was a top box office hit. Here's a picture of the cover of it. Basically about the film. The film was shot in Martha's Vineyard. They used a mechanical shark to simulate attacking beachgoers. The film was filmed with great suspense and thrill, which generated the movie's success. It was a big seller, and people never were more afraid of sharks than after they saw this movie. I got this from the filmmaker's website. Within 1 year of release, this movie actually made $470 million. And in terms of today dollars, that would be $2 billion because of inflation. So that's pretty hefty. The producers only funded $9 million to make this movie, so they made a lot of money just by making the movie. The awards for the movie, he was nominated for Best Director at the Golden Globes. He also won the award for the Best Director at the BAFTA Awards. The film was actually placed in the United States Film Registry and by the Library of Congress because it was such a notable film. It had to be saved and recorded. I got this from the New York Times website. After having success with Jaws, Spielberg still managed to continue his legacy of producing box office hits. Another one of his big legacies was Jurassic Park. The crazy sci-fi film with animate dinosaurs reached the highest gross film in the world at the time in 1993. Jaws was in 1975, so this is a while since Jaws was out. The film about the film was shot in jungles of Costa Rica for a prehistoric-like setting. The story was about humans. They discovered a way to make genetically cloned dinosaurs, and once they discovered how to make them, they wanted to make an amusement park out of it, but they determined it was unsafe because they started breeding and killing people in the movie. The film was filled with visual effects, which made it wildly successful, and that's what really sold the movie was the crazy visual effects. The money there, it was success not just in America, but worldwide. Japan, especially Japan, liked the movie because they were really interested in Godzilla. They're into the sci-fi stuff. It made $914 million worldwide. The budget of the movie was a really big budget. It was $63 million. To this day, though, has made $1.1 billion worldwide, so it's definitely worth it. The awards for this movie, he won Best Director and Best Science Fiction Film award at the Saturn Awards. And actually, in 1994, after he's made all this money and after all these awards, USC, the school he didn't get into, gave him an honorary degree for making all these films, but he didn't even care about it because that's a long time ago. Many video games were actually modeled after this movie, so they made more money off of that. I got this from the IMDb website. Once again, another top box office hit confirms that Spielberg's films sold big. In conclusion, thus it is obvious that the reasons for the film's success are largely attributed to Spielberg's directing, and he has 126 awards under his belt to show for it. I hope we can all take a moment to congratulate and appreciate the great Steven Spielberg. All right. And here's my audience. Ooh, get everyone. Cool. Here, let me stop it right now.